Hi everybody, Tina here with Two Chicks and a Cricket, and today is Stampin' Up! Friday. So we are going to do a really cute graduation card, and we're going to use this stamp set, and this is from the Celebrations catalog, and we're also going to be using this Stampin' Up! Paper that's from the Celebrations catalog. So we're going to make a cute card, and I'm going to show you this paper and stamp set, okay? Okay, so everybody, started. I have right here a piece of early espresso cardstock, and I'm gonna do, it's a different size card. You guys have seen me do it before. I'm just gonna do a 6" by 4 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just first gonna trim my piece of paper. I'm just gonna trim it right at 6 inches. So that's going to give me, when I fold this, it's going to give me a 6" by 4 1/4" card. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to give that a good crease. The colors that are in this paper, I want to zoom in and I want to talk about this paper for a few minutes. The colors are espresso brown, riding hood red, crumb cake. I'm not sure if Very Vanilla is in it. It comes from the Celebrations catalog. To get this paper, you would need to place a $50 order with Wendy, and then you could have this paper. It would be free. You would get to pick an item from the catalog, and this paper is in that catalog, and then the stamp set is in the catalog. And I wanted to show you, I'm not going to zoom out very far because I want to show you each of these images from this stamp set, with the exception of this image, is actually in this paper. So as you can see, if we zoom way in, here's the little flower. This is the larger flower, and then the background is this part of the stamp right here. So that is one of the things I really love about Stampin' Up! Is they'll do that. They have this paper that will come out, and then they'll have a stamp set that coordinates with it, and so it makes it really easy to do a project. So today I'm doing a graduation card for a friend. And the reason I chose to do this particular size was for a couple reasons I'm going to show you at the end. So the first thing we're going to do is I've already trimmed down some paper, and this is just at 3 inches by 3 inches by 6 1/4, and then this is just a 2" by 6 1/4, or 1 1/2. Let's just measure really quick. I just wanted a piece on the bottom. No, it's 2. Oh, it's not quite. It's like 1 3/4. It was just a scrap that I had. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use this border punch, and it's not Stampin' Up. It's a scallop eyelet. And if Stampin' Up! Has one of these, I'll put it at the bottom in this post, because I'm going to let you guys know everything I used. This just happens to be one that I already had, that I had bought previously. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my early espresso ink pad, and I'm going to ink all around my edges of all of this paper. So I have those inked, and I'm going to set this aside to show you the next step. I just have a piece of scratch paper here, and I'm going to take this stamp set, and I have the tiny little flower. I love this little flower. So I'm going to take my crumb cake ink pad, and I'm going to ink up my stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first stamp on a piece of scratch paper, and then I'm going to stamp on my actual paper so that it's lighter. So you can see I kind of got a little bit of ink there. It's okay. One of the things to remember when you're trying to stamp in a random pattern is to stamp off the whatever you're stamping, like off the cardstock. So you can see I have some up here that I've stamped off the edges. And then as well, another tip to remember is to try to stamp in a triangle. So like there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, that's a triangle. One here, one here, one here, triangle. And then if you can see, that's kind of when I move about, that's what I kind of do, and it helps give a more random of a pattern. Okay, so now I've done that. So I'm going to put this part of the card together. Oh, I want to stamp one more thing on here. Well, let's do it when we get it on the card so it works better. So I'm just using my ATG gun. And I'm going to put this right at the top. Let's put this white piece down first, because I want it underneath. I'm getting ahead of myself. So that's going right at the bottom. And then this is going to go right over it. Alright, so I have that part done. So then this is not Stampin' Up. I had ordered some ribbon that was like the crocheted ribbon. And I had used it, I was making some invitations for a shower, bridal shower, and I used all of that ribbon. And so I don't have any of that. I will put that in the post below because it would look really pretty with this. It would match better and go better with this particular card. But I just found some ribbon that I had. And I need ribbon inside the card as well as on the outside. So I'm going to use this ribbon right here. But first, I want to stamp, this is a graduation card. So I didn't have a Stampin' Up stamp that said Happy Graduation. So I just looked in my stamps and I just found one that said Happy Graduation. So in Early Espresso, I'm just going to stamp Happy Graduation. And you know, you can see my Happy Graduation, unfortunately it didn't stamp all the way correctly. So that's another reason I left Stampin' Up, because I'm just going to get out my Stampin' Up Early Espresso ink pen and I'm going to fix this. See that? No worries. Okay. So now I'm going to take this ribbon and instead of doing the cheater method or tucking it behind the paper, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it inside the card. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I'm kind of going to like scrunch the ribbon together. I don't want it like all flat. So I just want to snip this now. So now I want to actually snip this a little more. So I have this pretty ribbon right here. It says Happy Graduation. And then when I open it, you can see that there is ribbon up here. And the reason I wanted that is because this particular invitation came with this little note in it. And it said on the reverse side of this card, would you take a moment to share a memory or a thought for this person that the graduation is for? And I thought that was so creative. So I'm going to give her a gift card as well. And so I thought it would be really neat to just fill this card out like they've asked and then slip it right up under this ribbon. And you could use this idea. I thought it was a really cute idea, and I just also recently got a baby shower invitation, and in it had 2 little cards, and it said blessing cards, and it was for a friend of mine. She's having twins, and the invitation came, and then there was just these 2 little, I don't know where they are, I would show you, but they were just mounted on, one was mounted on blue cardstock and one was mounted on pink because she's having a boy and a girl, and then it said blessing cards, and then there was a little note in there like this that said please fill out these blessing cards for the baby and they will be collected at the baby shower. And so if you had an invitation and you were doing this for an invitation, you could wrap the ribbon around here and tuck this in for the same concept. So that is our graduation card, and I will probably decorate the envelope with the stamp set as well just to make it all match. But I really love this paper and I really love this stamp set. And Celebrations ends at the very end of March, and I'm gonna have all that information for you in the post. So if you're on YouTube and you're interested in finding out more of this, please go over to the blog. I'll put the link up for the blog right on this video, and you can go over to the blog and check out the information for this paper and stamp set. So thank you guys so much for coming by the blog today, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you later.